I did need to do a video using my Shop My Stash products since I still haven't done one here for the month of May, but I decided to incorporate these products into kind of like a quarantine. Basically, I'm going to show you guys the makeup to look that I've been doing for the past like 2 weeks or so that I've been using in this, you know, collection or here. But just today, because my allergies are acting up again, I decided that it was going to be the perfect video to do kind of more lightweight, show you guys what I've been wearing, something that holds up on, you know, oily combo skin, acne prone skin in the humid, hot summer. I'm going to go ahead and pull my hair. No. I feel like I've been doing looks like this a lot more just because I don't have that much time in the morning to get ready. I'll be going in with the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Primer. This here is the mattifier. This one here is a good mattifier. It's not my favorite from CoverGirl. Matte Ambition that CoverGirl makes. It comes in a black packaging. It's their mattifier also. That one is incredible. That one will keep you very, very matte. Usually when I film, I like to keep my hair in front so you guys don't see my brow straps, so I look classy. But I got boobies and I can't like wear these like little strapless things without a bra. Like I can't. And I've tried like the clear elastic ones. They never hold as well as the ones that originally comes with the bra. So you guys just get to see my classy bra straps for this video. I know half of you guys probably feel my pain when it comes to not being able to just kind of freehand it with your boobies. I'm going to go in with the All Nighter Ultra Matte Setting Spray. And I'm going to be applying this before I apply my foundation. And this does a great job at mattifying my skin. I have the BECCA Gamma Ray Concealer. And I have the shade 2.5. And I'm going to be taking this concealer and applying it on my inner corners, but I'm actually using this as a color corrector, not as a concealer. This is a very, very lightweight concealer, and on me it runs a little bit more peach tone, so I don't ever use it to conceal or anything. I just use it to color correct. I'm going to be taking the Benefit BOI-ING Cakeless Concealer. I'm going to apply just a little bit. And then I'm also going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer. I'm going to put just a little bit on top of that because I do find that the Benefit one is just a little too bright for my under eyes right now. And while those two are sitting there for a second, I'm going to go ahead and combine my foundations. For this month, I pulled in the E.L.F. Flawless Satin Foundation with the Stay Naked Concealer by Urban Decay. I got a little bit of color, so I feel like I can, you know, that I'm proud of myself. I got some color. I'm all excited about it. Just bought this dress the other day and I'm hoping I don't get foundation. I am using the Sigma Angled F84 Kabuki brush to blend it out. I'm just going to use the same brush and I'm just going to apply my foundation. This is still really light on me. I didn't realize I got that much color this weekend. Give me a second. We're going to have to try to make this work. So I just pulled out 50 NN from my Stay Naked foundation. Oh yeah, that's like perfect. And I also wet my sponge too because I wanted to kind of sheer it out a little bit just to make sure it wasn't going to be too dark. There we go. Perfect. I went ahead and I did my brows off camera. I'm so proud of myself because I've actually finished up like 2 brow pencils. So I'm just kind of going through all the brow pencils I own. So right now I'm using the Goof Proof brow pencil in 3.75. I feel like the color actually works for me. I was a little bit nervous about it, but that is what I'm using. My brows have gotten thick enough now that I can use it. And then I'm also taking the 3D brow tones in the shade number 4 as well as the 24-hour brow setter. They're both by Benefit. I have 2 powders that I pulled in for my Shop My Stash. The first one we're going to go in with is the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. I'm not trying to bake. I'm pressing it back and forth underneath the eye just to help mattify it and set it. So I do have a powder that I wanted to share with you guys. I'm going to apply it. It's underneath for my eyes also. It is the Pat McGrath Sublime powder. A bunch of it comes out. Like it's a very finely milled powder, but you get a lot of dust with it. And I just tap it. I can never use this powder as something to set underneath my eyes. I thought the idea with this one was just that it would be something that I could use as a pressed powder for underneath my eyes to set it. But you can see like it really, I don't feel like it does anything for my eyes. So as of right now with the product that I have, I wouldn't necessarily say that I would recommend it to you guys. So I have 2 of these NARS powders that I brought in for my Shop My Stash. I have, this is Vallarta Matte which is a little bit lighter. And then I also have Laguna, which is like their original powder, which looks like this. So I think I'm going to start with Vallarta. I would recommend also going in with like a shade lighter because it does run a little bit darker on the skin. That is Vallarta, and it's still a little too light. So I'm going to dive into Laguna and bronze up the skin. I'm kind of indifferent about these because I find that like the Laguna one, which I'm using right now, I don't really like on me. It looks more reddish brown. You can see that, right? Versus the Vallarta matte, I do like this one, but this is too light for me right now. But like last week, I was able to use this, and I do use it quite a bit. So it's kind of like one of those things where now that I got a little bit of tan, I kind of have to play around with stuff. But I mean, last week, this is what I was using. For blush, I'm going to pull in this, which is the Smashbox LA Lights Blush and Highlight Palette. Buff it right into the back of my hand really quick to kind of get all the pigment off, and then just stipple it. So we're going to go ahead and play around with the eyes really quickly before I do anything else on the face. We are going to be going in with the Natasha Denona. This is the Safari palette. It's still on sale. I just saw it the other day on Sephora's website for $64.50. But I will say that if you are planning to pick it up, definitely still check out Natasha Denona's site. Her shipping and everything was super quick. I mean, I got it within like a couple of days versus Sephora where, you know, orders are taking a lot longer. I'm going to be going in and using a Morphe R37. I just use a really big fluffy brush, and I'm going to dive into the shade called Lotus. And this shade, I'm just going to take and buff it all over the eye. What I like to do is kind of start on the outer corner and then kind of just work my way up. And for this look, we're really just going to be using this brush. You're not going to need another brush. I love this color. It's like a very soft baby doll pink. Truly, truly have been loving this palette. I did a Ipsy, when I did my Ipsy unboxing, I had actually played around with this palette again, but I took these colors on the top row, and I do like it. I think it actually came out really nicely, but it did take quite a bit of time to blend out. Next color I'm going to go in with is called Mesa, M-A-A-S-A-I. That's it. And I'm gonna dab it on the outer corner like this. And what I do is I kind of dab it like right on the lid on the outer corner. And then once like most of the product is diffused, then I open my eye and then start buffing upward. And this is just going to deepen that crease area a little bit more. It's kind of in between a purple and a pink, so kind of like a magenta color, and it's just a really, really beautiful color because you can make it light like this, but you can also deepen it really nicely as well. For all of you guys that tagged me on Instagram's story for the Urban Decay palette, the purple eyeshadow palette, you guys, I'm so excited about that. So freaking excited about that palette. I'm gonna use Tamarine shade, and I'm gonna pop that right on to the lid. I know, a really interesting combination of colors, but this is going to be an all matte look because it's an all matte palette. I like this color a lot. It's like a, almost like a, just a natural color, like a natural lid shade, but it's just so clean and crisp. Now that we're done there, we're basically done with the eye look. I did take a MAC 239 to apply the lid shade, but we're also going to take the same shade and we're going to use Thorn and run that on our lower lash line also. And I'm just lightly dusting it. I just want it to be a nice wash, nothing else. For mascaras, I use the One by Thrive first to apply as like my base coat, and then I go in with the Better Than Sex and just really volume up the eyes. I haven't decided if I like it. I feel like some days it makes my lashes look great, and then other days it makes it look really clumpy. It's definitely one where I would say that I probably wouldn't ever purchase it myself. I got these through my boxes, but I don't think I would ever like search it out and try to buy it. And I also thought that maybe I would give it a little bit of time because with some mascaras, they can be pretty terrible when you first use them. And then once they kind of, you know, you get in the groove and they get a little bit more use out of them, they become a really great mascara. This one just hasn't really changed my mind. Right. I just seem to have gotten super messy with my mascara. So now I gotta wait a few seconds and then clean it all up. I'm just gonna take a little bit of a Q-tip and kind of run it right on along my lower lash line. For the center of my nose, I'm going to be going in with the Benefit What's Up highlighter, and I'm just going to be using a small brush and just applying it right along my nose. And I like this highlighter because it's much lighter, right? And I feel like it meshes really well into the skin. You can use your finger. I mean, sometimes I do. You can just go like that and just kind of use your finger to blend it in. Skin, I'm going to use this big fluffy Japanese brush, and I'm going to be going in with the All Nighter by Urban Decay. And you guys, this is a miracle worker for anybody with oily skin. You've got to try this out. This stuff is amazing. This weekend, I applied a little bit of concealer and I decided to set this. And I tell you guys, through 90-degree weather, that did not budge. Like, it was dry, dry, dry. I'm telling you guys, it is a miracle worker. So this is the new packaging for the Wet n Wild lipsticks. I have a matte one and a creamy one. So I did just use this one. This here is called Never Nude. And this is the one I just used in my last video. So if you guys want to check that out, I will show to you guys. So the black packaging is their matte lipsticks, and then the white packaging is their High Shine Brilliance, which I personally like more. And this one is in the shade Close Off, and it looks like this. And I really like it because I feel like it goes very well with the eye look that I have. So you could definitely apply a lip liner. I'm not going to. I like them because they definitely give that appearance of having like a lipstick and a gloss in one, but just keep in mind that they definitely are a little bit more on the slippery side. So I hope you guys like my everyday makeup look that I've been doing. If you guys want to see something a little bit more dramatic with the Natasha Denona palette, let me know what color scheme you guys would like to see, and I will go ahead and try to create a look using that. But anything you guys want to check out as far as like the products and stuff go, I will have listed down below. Thank you guys all again for watching today's video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much, you guys. And let me know down below what you guys want to see next. And I will see you guys all in my next video. And I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.